Highly Unique Radio, what it is, man. Bankhead in the building. You know what it is. Street 945 is in the building, man. And you know who it is, man. I got my homie in the building. I swear they've been waiting all week for him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Atlanta councilman, you know what I'm saying? District 2, you know what I'm saying? AKA candidate for mayor. You know what I'm saying? Kwanza Hall in the building. How you doing, sir? Hey, caught up with you. Hard working man right here, man. I've been trying to catch up with him since I left high school. Maze, nah, I went to Dub, but that's how I ride right now. I just had to shout you out. Shout out to the Raiders, Maze High School. Yeah, Doug High, I love it. They black and gold, man.
We're going to have to fill that school back up, though.
Hey, see, we're going to get to that. See, we already getting to it, man.
That's so serious right now, man.
So how you doing, man?
I'm good.
You winning right now.
Yeah, we winning.
Yeah, we winning. We winning. You as a family man, you as a city man. I see you all on Instagram. I see you passing laws right now. How do you feel about that?
Hey, man, you know what? That's what when God puts you in a place,
you're
supposed to be a good steward.
Yeah.
And the most important thing I can do is affect those who don't have anybody to speak for them.
Yeah.
Right? And growing up in Atlanta, if all my friends been arrested for weed possession, why wouldn't I step up and try to change that law?
You feel like me.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's an obvious thing. I got the power, why not use it?
I love you already, man.
Right?
Because I just feel like me growing up, like, doing radio, I feel like who can I talk to help me change my community? You know what I'm saying? So it's like me, I do the radio thing, I go to the schools, I see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, every day it seems like it's the same situation. I don't know who to talk to, but just to be here with you, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I seen the interviews you done, like I feel like you like my father right next to me, like my grind, like I want to be that person without the suit and tie, you know what I'm saying? Nobody judge me. I like to go in these schools and represent my community, just like you, you know?
Man,
you feel me?
Man, you know, it's really humbling to hear you say this.
Yeah, for real, because I did my research. I'm like, okay, cool. He like to make a change in the community. I like to make a change in the community. I see what you doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared to talk about marijuana on the radio, but you did. You feel me? So now that you said it, everybody's saying it.
That's right.
Like, think about it. Like, when nobody really saying it until you said it. So
they
now
got us caught up in the corner like it wasn't a reality.
Yeah.
And half of the country already changed the law.
Exactly.
Why are we so far behind? We got the movie industry, biggest movie industry in
music.
Georgia right now, $8 billion.
Yeah.
We got the music industry. We're creating all this culture. We got technology. We got the hottest stadium, hottest teams,
everything.
Soccer team, and we still locking brothers and sisters up
every day, man.
Possession of marijuana, a little bit of weed. That made no sense. But what you just said really touched me, man, when you say, you know, you look up to me because I look up to you too. You doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. You don't have to put on a suit to be influential, to be a leader, to move the crowd, to give people the inspiration they need. But also, maybe we can spend some time together. You can come to City Hall, come ride with me one day. You see what we do and how we do it, and you pick up some things. I'll do the same thing with you.
See,
you know what I mean?
That's what I want to do. You know, I want to take you like through my community, to see my neighborhood. Like they talking about the Beltline. Like explain the Beltline to like my homeboys that don't really understand. Like West Side, like Bankhead, you know,
okay, so right around Baker Road. Okay. Yeah. So here's the main thing, y'all. The Beltline is the old train tracks that run through Atlanta.
Okay, cool.
Especially the ones that's not active. The train track.
You know what's so crazy? Not to cut you off. That is, cause look, I do see the railroad track and I see the concrete. You know what I'm saying?
That's where the pavement coming.
I get it.
So anywhere that investment going, that property is going to be worth 10 times the price.
Really?
At least 10 times, probably 100 times. So a lot of people already knew this. So they, you know, it's like going to Africa a long time ago. Africans had gold and diamonds, but they didn't have no value on it. The Europeans came and said, oh, this is very valuable. We'll give you some shells for it. But the gold was worth really more in their economy. In the same sense, the land around the Beltline is worth way more than it seems. So the neighborhoods that might have been deemed the worst in Atlanta, now going to be first.
You know what's so crazy? I own a home, you know what I'm saying? I have it through my grandfather.
Okay.
On the west side, and I hear this every day, even from my home that work for the city. He empty trash can. He said, boy, you better keep on that property, pay that taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Pay the taxes and buy some more. So anybody sitting on 10 stacks or 100 stacks, y'all go buy them houses, man.
Buy the block back.
Put the family in it, buy the block. Put the families in them. Let them stay there. Young mothers need a place to stay that's affordable. You ain't got to charge them $1,000, charge them $500. You just want to keep it active. Strengthen the neighborhood back up. Because remember, you might have been at a point where you ain't had nowhere to stay.
Exactly.
Or you might be at that point, so everybody need a place to be, and that's what we're supposed to be offering. If you have wealth and you don't share it, ultimately you're not going to be blessed.
Nope.
You got to give.
Yeah.
So that's another way to give back. Those properties along the Beltline, anything from White Street, Lucille, all the way out by Westlake, all them train tracks over there by Marietta Boulevard, all of that's going to keep going up in value. So,
like the barn homes,
barn home, man. So my plan is, I'm going to tell you about that. My plan is to take all 11 former housing projects that's closed, Bankhead, Barn Homes, Hollywood, Jonesboro North, Jonesboro South, Herndon Homes, a little bit down here, Carver, and other places that's still not been done, and bring them back. But they don't have to be housing projects. They could be like Centennial Place. They could be like Eastlake. Range of housing prices, 400, 500, 800, different price points. So if you can't afford the $1,100 price, you can get the $500 price. So everybody can live in the city. Everybody can enjoy the city, especially young artists, young creators. We want y'all to be in this city. I was saying on the show earlier that y'all the diamond. So we have all this pressure of poverty that creates some of the most outstanding and talented people on the world, on the planet. Gucci, Migos, you, me, all of us. Okay? So if we making diamonds, and we got diamonds in abundance, why doesn't the city recognize it and we begin to export it and charge the high for it? We have it. So really, I want us to just embrace our success, our beauty, our genius, and turn it into something that the whole world values.
You're doing your thing, man. You're doing your thing. It's like yesterday I walked out my house, right? It's so crazy because it's like every day, it's like my grandparents told me a long time ago, you know what I'm saying, about the neighborhood. I walked out yesterday and seen a white lady jogging down the street. It's just like, do y'all see what's going on? A house in front of me, I promise you, was on the market for $20,000. So it's $100,000 online. Every day I look out the window, I see a white person going in, looking at the house. So I'm like, what should I do? Is my property tax gonna go up? You know what I'm saying? Like, should I move? Should I stay in the neighborhood? Should I buy 3 more houses? Should I buy my neighbor house?
Let me tell you, general play is keep buying.
Keep buying.
And get people to rent it so it'll help pay the taxes. And you just need to make it where it pay the taxes and it pay for itself. You ain't got to make a killing. That's just going to go from 20 to 200. I moved in the old 4th Ward. I became a father, husband, and homeowner in 1 week in 1999. I married Natalie, and I had never lived in the 4th Ward. I wasn't on the east side. I'm from the west side. So,
I was just going to say, you was in the hood.
You don't be over there. It's just like they don't be in Adamsville unless you got connections, back in the day. So, but buying that house, I bought it for $143. We moved in. Now my neighbor's house is $900,000, $1 million. Okay? And that was just living there. We didn't have to do anything but keep our house up and take care of it. Them same houses around Lucille, Westview, West End by the Kroger over there, people buying them for 20.
And selling
now they
300.
They 300 right now. So exactly the same thing you saw over there, it's going to happen where you are. The thing we got to do is do a couple things. We want to protect long-time residents. Like if your grandparents still live there, we don't want their taxes to go up and they have to leave and lose their property. Or if you inherit it and you ain't really paying attention and the economic tidal wave called gentrification come hit you and you don't know what hit you.
I'm going to tell you what's so crazy while we talking about taxes. Sorry, because it's like my grandfather used to pay like $66 on taxes, right? So when he died and they found out, you know what I'm saying, they were either going to put me out or I had to pay the back taxes like $8,000 or they try to put a lien on the house. So I got to pay the back taxes or they going to take it.
You paid it,
I don't think that's right. Yeah, I paid it. But
no, that's all in the game.
I know, but it don't seem right. You know?
It ain't right. Now, so that's why what I want to do, we created a little bit of a non-displacement area as a pilot, but we need to do it. Any long-time resident who's been on a fixed income or a senior citizen, we need to protect those citizens who live in neighborhoods like off Baker Road, Adamsville, just so that they can stay in the community.
You think we can do that?
Yeah. It ain't that much money to cover those taxes. We can make it permanently affordable for everybody who's been there. Now, some of the houses already didn't change hands. They may go up in value, and they're going to have to pay a higher tax. But for those who've been there, and it's a legacy like property like yours, I'm going to do a legacy neighborhood program to revitalize the legacy neighborhoods, but not push people out, bring new amenities and restaurants and shops, like our own version of Ponce City Market. You been over there? Ponce City, it's the old City Hall East.
See, look, I'm going to tell you about it. I've been there before. It
remember
was
back in
for
the
what?
day, right?
I'm gonna tell you something. I was the first person working at Cactus Car Wash.
Bet.
So I seen the little. I don't want to say the leprechaun guy, but the little the
Yeah,
guy that
you
owned
own
it, right?
That's my guy. That's my guy
His name Lynch.
That's right.
So
Lynch
I
is his
seen
friend,
for
his
him
friend.
for building that right there to
everything
buying
else.
the condo upstairs until Sears turned to what it is today.
That's
like
right.
I seen the transition
right.
before and after.
So you remember.
So I remember.
Yeah.
I
Lynch
remember
is from South
the
Carolina.
bad neighborhood. Like I used to ride horses through the neighborhood like the other day, and the white person said, "What are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we used to ride horses through the hood. We just bad like that. But now it's different. It's like I see people jogging. I see the paw different. You know what I'm saying?
So the other thing is, it's still your neighborhood too.
Yeah,
right?
I feel you.
And so, but a lot of times we haven't taught our people in our community how to own a stake of the community because it's your community.
Exactly.
And that means we got to do some training so everybody know you got to participate in those neighborhood meetings. Go to the meetings, have a vote, have a voice, so that some new people don't move in and say, we just changed the law.
Exactly.
It's kind of like how the Christopher Columbus discovered America.
Yeah.
Don't let somebody discover Adamsville.
Exactly.
And they be like, we're going to change. Some of the folks came to me and said, we want to change the name of Fourth Ward. I say, no, we ain't doing that.
It's
We're
just
gonna
like
keep it
Bankhead.
Fourth Ward. We're going to make it something that we love now. Because it used to be a pride into our neighborhood. Right? A lot of people got pride about Collier Heights.
Yeah.
That was one of our most important and significant neighborhoods. Mr. Herman Russell, one of the wealthiest African Americans in the world, lived in Collier Heights.
Yeah. And built up all the projects.
All the projects built. Everything
People don't
in
even
the
know
city.
that. And if like
So why would we want to change the name or not honor his legacy and not, maybe you need to try to buy his old house. I'm just saying. That's the kind of stuff we got to be doing so we can keep the flame going, keep the legacy going.
I got one request though.
Sure.
Either change it back to Bankhead or put Shawty Low.
You know what?
I mean, for real. Like,
You know what, though?
be...
Okay, so we can't really change it. I know why you'll want to change it back to Bankhead, but I think Bankhead was he was a Confederate general.
Oh, okay. I'm out of there.
KKK and something
So
like
I need to change my name.
So we got, no, you be who you are. Because that's a whole new, you the new Bankhead.
I got you. I got you.
We might call it Lil Bankhead.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
But we do need to do something for Charlotte Lowe.
I think so too.
So let's really think about what's a proper way to honor his legacy.
Gotcha.
And you know what? I can introduce legislation. Maybe what I'm going to do is introduce a piece of legislation. To create a commission to figure out how we honor Charlotte Lowe.
We got to.
I'll do that.
I'm for real.
I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to do it at City. Next council meeting, I'll introduce the paperwork.
I want to be there.
You there.
I'm for real.
You can work on it with
I
me.
want to put on
And then we
my
got to
city,
think of
man.
who need to be on the committee to make it done properly. Because usually the law is we can't honor anybody unless they passed away.
Okay.
So it is significant because it's not like we honoring somebody who's already alive.
Exactly.
We're honoring him, and he was very significant in the West Side and really in our city and around the country for that matter.
That'd be nice. I'm talking about. I feel
It'll bring
like
people together.
it bring peace, like joy, like you'll see it all everywhere. Like I think.
Let's do it.
For real.
That's done.
I'm serious
That's
about
done.
that, man. Let's make a change, man.
How
I
hard
know.
is it to
And
do
look, back to the weed thing. Like all my homeboys ask me, yeah, like real quick, like but for real, back to the weed thing.
Yeah.
So to all my homies that like on probation before it drop, you know, what is it gonna drop?
So,
you know?
so what I've asked for, first, we already have made it, we made it less of a penalty.
Yeah.
Right, and it's still not legal, though. But when I'm mayor, I'm going to push to make it legal. But
Okay.
in the meantime, I've asked that we try to expunge all records for anybody who has a record just for possession of marijuana. That's all it was.
That's it.
If you had less than an ounce, I want to expunge that record. If you're in jail right now, I want you to be free
That's what I'm saying.
for
You know,
possession of marijuana, because that's what we're supposed to do. That's justice. And in this city, we should be just for us.
for us. I'm talking. You know how many people walk out of jail? You know how many people be happy for that right now?
That's all we ask for.
That's
that ain't
it.
that much to ask for. Because we paying $220 a day to keep people in jail for something that ain't even a real crime, when the real crime is around violent crime. You know, that kind of thing is more what you want officers or you want people focused on, not a kid walking around with some weed.
Exactly.
Happen to be driving and caught with some weed, and in your whole life, you could lose your job.
I'm talking about you
your
get
family,
kicked out,
you
all
get
that.
kicked out of school.
They don't care.
Yeah, the kids over at AU Center, it happen every year. Every year at the AU Center, kids come in, the parents did everything to get them in school.
And another,
They get over there and they get jammed up over some weed.
petty stuff.
Petty stuff.
And then you get the failure to appeal to go to court.
The FTA.
I hate them.
Boy,
Like, come
and it's
on, man.
$2,000 before you look up. Now what you do? If you ain't making no bread, what you gonna do?
And probation.
And probation.
We need to do something like
that. And you're paying
that.
for that too. That whole probation thing. Now, there's a whole nother conversation about. First, I want to reduce the fines and fees, because if you only make $10,000 a year,
okay,
how somebody can charge you $1,000 for the fine?
Exactly. Like
it needs to be a sliding scale for the fine. Now, if you make $100,000, then it's a different thing for paying $1,000 fine. But it should be based on your income, not based on everybody got the same flat fee. And then also, do we even need that shit in jail?
We don't.
Because a lot of people we arresting, they arresting them for like jaywalking and all the old crimes. We removed 40 of them crimes. It was like, made no sense. You spitting, we're gonna lock you up for that. That ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
That made no sense.
So
man.
we got rid of some of them, but still, I want to take us further in that direction. And when I'm mayor, and I need y'all to help me, I need the whole audience to step up. There's a lot of people we know who can vote, but they never vote. I know they ain't had no reason to, but y'all really need to.
Some people don't even know where to go to vote.
Really, they need to really be
like for real. Like you know I say we need to get a Uber to vote.
Yeah,
like,
I got an Uber to vote. So
if you need help, I'll do that. I'll help you out. Just send me the info.
We got it. We got a number.
We need to do that then.
It's
Uber to vote.
44850-1376, extension 105.
All people need is help, man. It seems like you the man. It's like Mr. Clark. We talk to you. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Hall, Kwanza Hall. You know what I'm saying? Right. You the man. I think you the man for the job, man. You know what I'm saying? Your parents, you know what I'm saying? Civil rights leaders, all that. Strict parents, just like my parents.
I can tell.
Yeah. Hey, I had to be in the house for a street light.
Yeah, me too.
You feel me?
Boy.
But I still was street smart, though. You know, so I just didn't let the street play me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I only been to jail one time, but the other time they ain't got to worry about that. I'm here now. I'm here with you.
You're doing great work now.
Yeah. You feel me? Gotcha.
Thank you, man. Come on down to City Hall now.
Spend
a day with me.
You know what?
Be in the office.
You know what?
Take my seat.
We need to make more field trips too, like every school. You know what I'm saying?
You want to bring school down?
Yeah, schools. Let's
bring them down. Let's bring them down.
I do like 3 or 4 schools a week.
What schools you go to?
All of them.
Really?
All of them. Mays, Harbor. Not Harbor, Doug. Come on.
What we need to do with them? Tell me, what can we do?
They just need somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. We bring the artists up there. We turn them up. They just want somebody to turn them up. Nobody bored. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the AC work. You know what I'm saying? They just really need somebody to talk to. Because most of these parents, like, I ain't had my father went to jail when I was 5. You feel me? I just had my mom. But after my mom passed, I felt like it was just me, So ever since.
How old were you then?
Man.
How old are you now?
You really want to tell my age?
Yeah, man.
So basically, by me being the only child, I just had to step up to the plate. My daddy just got out of jail 5 years ago after she died. So now I'm just that guy that just don't stop. I'm in a different city every day. You know what I'm saying? I want to make a difference in my community. I want to, another thing, like all the bushes over the houses, I want to know how can we get people.
All that up.
Yeah, how can we clean that up? Man. How do the older person can't get this done? Who do we call to fix up a house? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we want to come out of my pocket, but I can't do it by myself.
So let me tell you on that. So a couple things. This is perfect. Okay, so number one, when I'm mayor, we're going to do a dollar house program.
Dollar house.
So all them empty houses, we got about 4,000 or 5,000 empty houses.
Yeah.
We're going to make it, if you want to be a community builder, you're a young person, you care about the community, you can come in, you can stay in that house, you pay us $1. And if you clean up the neighborhood for 5 or 7 years, that house will become yours.
Man, I want to help. Can I start?
All right, that's number one. Number two, we're going to do a senior home repair program.
Okay. To
get all the seniors' homes near the empty houses repaired. So they shouldn't be living next door to all this crap.
Exactly.
But we got a lot of two groups. We got a lot of homeless men who would do work every day to clean up the neighborhood. And we also have a lot of young people, 15, 16, 17, who could be cleaning up these lots.
Exactly.
So instead of having our lots all empty and overgrown, we're finna clean up the whole west side. We're going to make our neighborhoods beautiful. From North Side Drive all the way to 285. You know how by the Flames,
I already
all
know.
that trash right there.
Can't cross that bridge by Cat
all that stuff. We can do that together. We ain't supposed to have no trash in our own neighborhood. Let's clean it up, man. So then people can do work every day. So that'll be a way for people to put a little paper in their pocket so they can get on their feet. The neighborhood get cleaner. We had a dollar home program for community builders, and we'll have our senior home repair program. But the real thing, people wonder why Doug is going. Going south, and it ain't the school it used to be. Because we don't have a community we used to have.
That's what I'm saying.
We got empty apartments all the way around.
Gone.
That was the number one school. Maybe the number one school, but
come on, Jamal Lewis, Valo,
Bowen Home. Outstanding, proud, enjoy schools that turned out top students going to the best colleges, best athletes, scientists, doctors, astronauts, pilots, everything you name. Bankhead,
Kwanza,
everybody, DC Young Fly. I mean, everybody.
Everybody.
So if we know we can produce it, if we just have a community, it's time that we bring the community back. We got to take every one of them houses, house by house, block by block, street by street, little neighborhood by little neighborhood, and fix it all up. So we're going to make our community strong with all our friends and family who live in OTP, out in Lithonia, in Douglasville.
Dixie Hill, all that,
Dixie Hill, man, just shout out. You remember with Verbena, all those streets used to be beautiful streets, Hunter Hills, all those neighborhoods. We got to bring them back up. And we're going to bring people back in these communities, and then our school's going to be a pride and joy. We can do this. We can do this in 10 years.
Hey, I'm down.
5 to 10 years, we can do this. So for my first 4 years, we're going to do a massive number of revitalization projects. I think we need to build about 50,000 units. But in the first 4 years, we could probably get 25,000 out. And then we do the rest over the next time. And we're going to have all kinds of houses, all kinds of retail, all kinds of restaurant shops. And unlike the East Side, I want to see more people of color owning restaurants and owning the retail establishment. But they may not all come from Atlanta. There might be somebody from California who got something like what's Rick Ross's Wingstop. We need 3 Wingstops over on the west side.
We don't need all these Family Dollars.
That's right. We
all
need
these churches. We need Zaxby's.
Like Fairville and Camilton Road. There's no shopping right there.
Nothing.
All the way, and the seniors were just telling me on Barge Road, it's like, we don't have nothing right there. We're going to redo all them little plazas. We're going to do all the plazas on Martin Luther King. We're going to do all the plazas on Hollowell, all the plazas on Lowry, on Boone. You know what I'm saying? We can do all that.
All that.
Together.
The Kmart on Bankhead still sitting there.
Kmart on Bankhead.
Come on.
What's the one down on Cleveland?
Come on, still there. It's like, come on, skating rink.
How long?
Exactly.
We can bring movie theaters back, skating rink. We have another skating rink on the southeast side. What about one over that way? By Jonesboro Road, so people have something to do. It's really up to us to do this. And actually, you know what? We don't even have to call no bank because we actually got bread in our community.
Rappers, all that.
I mean, it's so much money in our community. We just need to start redirecting. It's how many Bentleys in Atlanta?
Every corner.
I mean, it's so
I
many
used to go to the club VIP.
Yeah, it's so many. That's my point. So it's enough money for us to just redirect towards so many good things. So we got to kind of figure out how we're going to talk to everybody.
No, I got you.
Everybody get with the program.
I'm gonna, since I got the street, I'm going to come, you street
food. You got to.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it your way. No, we're going to policy this thing out.
Everybody on Delmar.
All that.
We need everybody to come on, y'all. Buy y'all some houses.
I just needed a plug and connect, and I got it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring them your way, and you bring my way, and we're gonna go High Unique Radio Street 945 Bankhead. Come, you know, that way.
Let's go.
You feel me?
Man,
so
it's excellent, man.
I appreciate
you. Glad to be here, man.
Hey, vote.
Thank you, man.
Kwanza Hall.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, man.
I'll be everybody's mayor.
What do you think of when you hear the word unique? Being different. Being the first. Being non-duplicated.
So you know, rocking with Highly Unique.
You tune in to Highly Unique, checking in with Highly Unique.
It's Highly Unique, tune in to Highly Unique.
On Highly Unique.
Rocking with Highly Unique on Highly Unique. Highly Unique Radio, man. With a unique listen, you heard?
Highly Unique Radio is the #1 online station serving you the best in hip-hop, R&B, reggae. It's 24/7. Plug it in your car. Highly Unique Radio, where the unique listen.
Highly Unique Radio, what it is. Bankhead in the building. You know what it is. Street 945. AKA Lil Bankhead. I got my Doug High Astro family in the building. That's right, man. AKA Chris Brown. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I feel
nice
great.
to see you, man. Look.
Likewise.
I know you're from Doug High Astro. So the people that don't know Chris Brown, can you please let the world know who Chris Brown is right now?
Hey, I'm just Christopher Brown, candidate for Atlanta City Council District 4. If you don't know what District 4 is, West End, Oakland City, AUC, Plaza Downtown, Mosley Park.
Yeah.
So,
sound like you're doing big things in the community, you know what I'm saying? I've been knowing him from playing football, you know what I'm saying, on the second floor, doing positive things with Mr. What was it?
Mr. May.
Mr. May, you know what I'm saying? Always on straight A's, all that, man. Positive guy right here, man. Christopher Brown, man. You know what I'm saying? But I see you doing your things in the community. I see you been reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying? I see you all on Instagram, all in the community. Yeah. So what's the next move for Mr. Christopher Brown right now?
The next move is to keep impacting change, giving people hope. And as we be on this campaign trail, definitely to take office.
Take office. Take office, man. You got to vote for man Christopher Brown, man. District
District 4.
District 4, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. I seen him through the high school days. We just reconnected, you know what I'm saying? We just did an event this weekend where he had all the urban rappers there. You were doing your thing. Name some of the people that, you know what I'm saying, we had at the event.
Yeah, man, we had some of everybody. MOE.
Yeah.
Man, we had some of everybody there, man, you know. Yeah. I don't want to leave nobody out.
You don't leave nobody out?
You know, you leave somebody out, you know what I mean? Folks, they get the feeling some type of way. But, you know, shout out to the industry, shout out to the culture, shout out to everybody. I used to be in the industry, so, you know, definitely, well, I ain't used to be, it still is. So, you know, definitely going to make sure that the industry meet politics.
So tell people why they should vote for you. Like, why? Like, people that don't know you, why? Well, what's your story?
Martin Luther King gave you a dream, right? It's just time for some hope, you know. I'm old enough to understand and young enough to relate. So, you know, it's time to kind of bridge that gap. You need somebody that's experienced and know what's going on, they know how to enact policy, you know, somebody who can relate, who's accessible, and who definitely advocate to make a difference.
So you think Christopher Brown can make a difference in the West End?
We know so.
You know so?
Born and raised.
Pants up, guns down.
Hey, man, you already know.
You know? Hey, man, I want you to keep doing your thing, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you shocked me. It, like, seemed like all my homeboys are growing up in politics, you know what I'm saying? City councilors, you know what I'm saying? And I'm proud because I thought I was just the only one out here with the radio trying to go to this school, make a difference. I'm like, what my homeboys at on the West Side? Now I see you doing your thing. I'm like, I want to be a part of you, help you win, I win, and everybody from the West Side win. You feel me? That way. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep doing what we're doing. But look, how you feel about, like, since we left Doug, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though you might not be in that district, like, how do you feel it's 3 high schools in one community? Like, we used to one high school, like, everybody going to one school, talking about one school, but now they moving us around like we in jail, going to Wright Street, going to, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, I've been in the school for the last 3 years, so, you know what I mean? I went back to the high to make sure that we protect our heritage and our culture, and to make sure that things going on. So I've been on the front line behind the scenes in terms of the politics and the policies over in APS. So, you know, I mean, that's even was one of the driving factors that made sure that I went in and ran for office. Because I see some of the policy issues that's going on in APS, and it's going to be a lot harder for me to change if I can help from across the street.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so we got to rebuild the community, reshape the community, make sure that we preserve the culture and history and heritage in the community, because, you know, a lot of great people came out off the West Side, you know.
How do you feel about the new mayor situation, the candidates for, like, Kwanza Hall, you know what I'm saying, winning the situation with the 28 grounds? How you feel about that?
Hey, man, we got a lot of great candidates running for mayor, you know. I hate that it kind of like you got to flip a coin because only one can be a winner. But we got some great people that's running, and definitely, hopefully, no matter who is elected mayor, you know what I mean, we have a great working relationship.
So look, we need everybody to go out there and vote, man. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? It's time to vote now, man. When the last day to vote?
Last day to vote for early vote is November the 3rd, but elections is November the 7th.
November the 7th, man. Get out there and vote for my dog, man. Christopher Brown, man. ASAP.
ASAP.
ASAP. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Love you. Bam.